So fine. So now let's do it. So here it is a line function. Okay. So I'll just copy. I need to modify a little bit. Okay. So try to work with me. So instead of now small l, I'll put capital L. Okay. So it just distinguish. So instead of capital L also, I'll say cur. So it is helpful to draw the cur. Now what I will be having, I will be having a start point. Okay. So start point comma end point. So I'll do in this way. This is start point. So first element is 0 0 0 only, and this is again start point. The second element is y. Okay. And similarly for end point, first element is x and end point, the second element is y. Okay, so in this way I'm going to do it. So I call this as a cur, so which will help me to draw the cur on the screen. So you just try to modify this. I'll give you some 2 minutes. So it is an array. So start point is an array. It will be having a first element as x coordinate and second element as the y coordinate. Later on I'll explain you. So I just rename this cur. It will take two inputs, start point and end point. Because this requires as a one single unit, and for drawing cur, I'll be having some 2 points earlier with me, and then clubbing together become a challenge. So I just simplify start point separately and the end point separately. So if you are done, just let me know. Okay, so just I'll go ahead. During the testing, I'll give you some time. Okay, so just listen here now. Okay, carefully. So I'm going to write a function called as Hermit. So later and whatever the curve we study, on your own you can create. So maybe for Bezier you can create. B-spline is little tough for you right now. Okay, so for B-spline we will go most of the theoretical aspect. We will go all the details of mathematics, but don't go with the numericals and all those stuff with the B-spline. It's little tougher. Okay, and in online mode, it's very difficult to convince you how it is going to happen. Okay, so let it be. So we'll go with these two things, that is Hermit and the B-spline. Okay, sorry, Hermit and Bezier. So I just create a function called as Hermit. Okay. Now what is going to require? So if you remember that we require I require P0 point, okay, then I require P1 point, okay, and then I also require tangent. So dp0 is the tangent at the first location and dp1 is the tangent at the second location. Okay, so if these are the things available with me, I can go ahead with the drawing a Hermite curve. Okay, so first of all I create a variable var h. Okay, so h is a matrix. So if you remember, that matrix is 2 comma, you could verify this please with me. I may make a mistake, so you have to just verify it whether I am writing a correct or not. Okay, because I have to focus on lot of things. So -3 -2 and this is of course -1. Next is 0 0 1 0. Okay, so next will be 2 zeros, 1 comma 0, and last will be 1 0 0 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, so this is my H matrix. If you remember, it is a 4 by 4 matrix. So just let me know whether this matrix is correct or not. Just verify this and just let me know whether this matrix is correct or not, which we have derived earlier. Okay, so I got one reply. Anybody else? चला, come on, reply करा पटकन. Okay, fine. So I got a few replies. Correct. Now let's create a matrix Px. So that is for the x coordinate. Okay. So var Px equal to, okay, so it is a one-dimensional array. So I have P0 point, okay, and whose first point is x coordinate always, okay, then comma P1 whose first point is x coordinate of P1, comma, then I will have dp0 and first coordinate is x coordinate. So remember, tangent also we specify in this way. You could open your the problem in front of you. So all x values I am specifying, or first values I am specifying for the point as well as tangent vector. So dp1, okay, so this is what is my array. Okay, so this represents x coordinate of first point, x coordinate of second point, x coordinate of tangent first tangent vector, x coordinate of second tangent vector. So in this way I got the value of px. Okay, so let's copy this and create py, and I just need to replace this with 1. So the second one is y coordinate. Okay, so this is how I'm going to have my x coordinate as well as my y coordinate. Now I create matrix called as mx. Okay, which is the multiplication of h into px. Okay, so I need to use multiply, and of course I need to provide H matrix, I need to provide px matrix 4, 4, 1. So this will give me a multiplication, and that will be stored in variable mx. Okay, then similarly I'll be having my is equal to multiply h into py, 4, 4, 1. Okay, so this is going to give me py, mx, sorry. Okay, so just let me know whether you understood the concept of mx and my. If not, you can ask the question or you can just reply, please. Okay, so one reply I got. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is what we have multiplied. Now only term is that I need to calculate each point with by varying the value of u. So u I need to multiply. There is a matrix of u which I need to multiply, and then I'm going to get all those values. Okay, and once I have those values, what I can do, I can go ahead start doing the plotting the curve. So let's multiply this. So initially what I do, I say I'll get for the 0. Okay, I'll get for the 0, that is my start point. I should be aware of my start point where value of u is 0. Okay, so how do I get start point of my point? So let's define var. Okay, first this is how I'm going to get ux. Okay, so just calculate it. We'll calculate first. Okay, and then we'll club it together. So I'll call this as a px variable. Okay, so if you remember, the matrix is u cube, u square, u, and then 1. Okay, and that will be multiplied with the corresponding mx. So I'm going to manually do that. Okay, so how I'm going to do it? So I need a cube, math dot power into u. So presently I just put it u here, and I'll set the value of var u equal to 0. So later on I can copy paste this value, u cube into mx. Okay, so mx first value plus math dot pow, then it will be u square. Okay, and it will be into mx second value 1. Okay, then plus u square I got, then I'll be having u into mx, then I'll be having a third value, and finally the fourth value will be added as it is. So that will be mx3. So in this way I am going to get a value of px. So that is, I am writing a formula in simplified form, that is u cube into mx0 plus u square into mx1 plus u into mx2 plus 1 into mx3. So I'm not writing 1 here in this case. Okay, so I'm writing just as it is. So now I just copy, okay, and put it here, and I call this as a py. Okay, and instead of mx now I'll put my because this is for the y values. Okay, y. Okay, so just let me know whether you got the first coordinate point, start point, that is px py. Have you understood this? Just let me know, or if you have a question you can ask. The term px and py. Okay, thanks. Okay, so this is what we got it. Okay, so now we have to create a start point. Okay, so I create a start point is equal to, so that will be px comma py. Okay, so I'll just define this as a var and it will be array. Okay, so this is my start point which I have created. Now once the start point is created, I can go with the creation of rest of the points. So I say for u equal to, so I go with 0.25. I will go with 0.25 initially. I'll just do the verification. U less than equal to 1, u equal to u plus 0.25. So increment in the u is by 0.25. Okay, so this is how I am going to vary the u, and I am going to calculate the all the points. Okay, this is what I am going to do. So what I do, just I'll copy and paste this equation again. Okay, and put it here. So if you remember, initially u was 0, so I got my start point. But here in this case, I am going to get a second point because u is starting from 0.25. So I could say var endpoint is equal to px comma py. So just let me know whether you understood the concept of endpoint, because here in this case initially u will be 0.25. So this gives me px py again, and which represent the endpoint. Same I am calculating, but the only u has changed to 0.5. Previously px py I calculated for u equal to 0. Okay, so just let me know. Okay, fine. So some of you have answered. So this is what endpoint I have received. Fine. Okay. So now what remains is the drawing curve. So curve. Now what requires? It requires start point. So I just pass on the start point, comma. It requires end point. So I just pass on the end point. That's it. So this will draw me the curve. So this is my first point and this is my second point. So within these two I got something. Within these two I got something. So for next time, what happens, my start point is going to become my end point. Okay, that is going to change, and the new endpoint will be again calculated, but that time now u will be added together for next time, and u becomes now 0.5. So as u becomes 0.5, new value will be calculated for endpoint, and already the previous endpoint I stored as a start point. So what happened, the curve will be continuous, and in this way this loop goes on, and I will get a what you say, Hermite curve according to what the equation I'll be having. Okay, so I just hit save. Okay, fine, no issue. And then I switch back to the Chrome browser, press F12 key. Okay, so let's create a point. So P0 I create, and I'll give the coordinate as 0, 0. So let this be starting at this location. Okay, let it be starting be at this location, and P1 is equal to, let's have a point 200, 200. Okay, so this is my point, and let's say tangent vector dp0 will be, let us say, 0, 1. So 0, 1 means there is no x available, only y is available. Okay, just hold on a minute. Hello. Okay, so what is the meaning, that the tangent vector is vertical only. Okay, so tangent vector is parallel to y-axis. Meaning of this is this. Okay, so if you provide 0.5, 0.5, that means the tangent vector is inclined by 45 degrees. So in this way you can calculate. So this is basically representing delta x, and this represents delta y. Okay, so first factor is delta x and second factor is delta y. Now dp1 is equal to, let's have this also same, no issue. Okay, and now I can use Hermite. Whether it is loaded or not. Okay, it is not loaded. So again I'll reload this. Okay, fine. So now all the points have been disappeared. So I start with P0. I start with P1, DP0, DP1. Okay, so name R is missing. Okay, so let it be, it is Hermite now. Fine, let it be. We will change later on, because now again I have to enter it. Okay, so I need P0, then I need P1, then y dot, then I need DP0, then I need DP1. Okay, so if I hit enter, so I got this line. Okay, so I don't know why I got only straight line. It should be connected actually with multiple curves. Okay, so now we have to debug it. Okay, so what I do, I just change this to 1, 0. Okay, and then maybe Hermite again. So I am getting the same thing. Okay, so there is a bug in it, so that now we have to solve. I am getting a line, that's very clear. I am getting a line. Okay, so what I do, I just go ahead. So this is always going to be px, py, multiple values. I did not get the meaning. Line 84. Yeah, correct. So I use px and py, and here also px and py. So, but once that is done, I don't think so that is going to make a difference, because it is a reassignment again. Anywhere I am not using px and this px and py after multiplying it. Okay, so just leave it. I change this to 1. Okay, so to avoid the confusion, I'll just change to 1. Okay, I'll just change to 1. Now what I do, I'll see only first point. So u equal to 0.25. So I just made this to be 0.25. So I'll just check out first line. And of course I want to print all these values. So let's log the values, whether I'm getting correct values or not. Okay, so first of all, console.log, okay, mx, console.log my. Okay, so I hope previously we have solved problem. Okay, so let's use, I cannot use those values because those are very small values, but okay, fine, still I can at least verify those values. So I'll just put it as 1, no issue. I'll just hit save, and then I also log these values. So where I am making mistake, that I will try to find out. And pt. Okay. So I just hit save and I just reload it. Okay. So I'll create a p0 is equal to. So you have solved this problem. So we will try to, you have those mx values and my values. Okay, so at least we will try to verify those values. P1 40,60, just okay. So we will be in a position to verify this value. dp0 equal to, so 1,1, and dp1 is equal to 2,3. Okay, so this was the stuff. So we are not taking the y coordinate here in this case. That's it. That's the only difference. Okay, but that's not going to make a difference. So Hermite P0, P1, DP0, comma DP1. Okay. So you have those values. So just let me know these mx values are correct or not, mx and my. 14.734, and that is coming 22 point something. 24 point something and 35. So at least these values are correct. Okay, all these values are correct. And now let me verify the value of y. Y is 15, 22 point something and 37.25 and 52.5 and 4060. Okay, so all these values are correct. So now what is the trouble? Okay, so I'll just change to P1 value, some with larger value, and then we might be in a position to observe the thing. So I'll call this P1 is equal to, say, maybe 300, comma 200. Okay, and I call the hermit again. Okay. So this is what is the line is coming only. Three hundred comma 200. So there must be some problem in line command. The meaning is that. Okay, so I'm using a curve. Start point 0, start point this, and then line to end point 0 and end point this. So this line is correct. U is also correct. So end point is equal to px1 py1 and then start point is equal to end point. Oh, that is what is the problem. So it is an array, so I cannot assign in this way. Okay, I cannot assign in this way. So 0, comma end point 1. So save it. Okay, I just reload and do it again. So P1 is this, DP1 is this, DP0 is this, this is P1. P0. Okay, P0 is this. Now use Hermite. It is coming straight, still straight line. Okay, so we just focus on this. The problem is here only. Endpoint 0. So I draw the curve. I can say px1, and here also I can say py1. Okay, doesn't make any difference. So after drawing, my start point is going to my end point is going to become my start point, and end point new will be calculated. So let's go up to step by step I want. So how I can do it step by step? Okay, so console log end and console log start. Okay, so let's hit save and reload. P0, DP0, DP1, P1, then Hermite. Okay, so my start is 10:15. From 10:15, this is what I am getting, and again I get a N54, and my start point is going to become this. My end point is this. So I'm printing start point later. So start point is this. This is the end point. This is the end point. So start point becomes previous one. This is the end point. But here start point is 154. Yeah, correct. 154. And end point is this. So start point will become 254. So line is coming correctly, but why it is coming straight line? That is what is the problem. Okay, so presently what you could do, you could just note down these things. Okay, so later on I'll just find out what is the issue here in this case. Okay, so actually it should come line itself, but the line should be something like this. I'll just verify what is happening. So in this way it will come something like this. Okay, and it should appear something like this. So this is what is the curve what is going to come. Now if you make u very small, then it will become a very smooth curve. This is what is the objective. Okay, so with rough u the line is supposed to come like this. With very small u it is going to come like this. So I'll just check what is the problem, and then later on we'll do it. Okay. So so